Hey, what's up? Welcome back to All About Rava, where it's all about me. We're working with a different angle today, and I sort of like it. It was something that I didn't really think was gonna work because the tripod makes the angle much taller, but I don't know. It's kind of cute. You can see a little bit more of me. It's not so low. Yeah, we'll work with this and see what we create. I believe that this is what I'm being guided to do, to show you the process of becoming. As much as I don't want to show it to you, as much as I want to hide the aspects of myself that are crunchy and cringy, at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares about perfection? Who cares about providing you with a polished product? Y'all want to see the messy stuff. Obviously, based on all of the ways that you interact with social media and content today. So we're gonna give it to you because apparently that is what you want. I really didn't want to show up today. I didn't want to do the work. And I was thinking thoroughly about what are my reasons for doing this? What is the purpose of building a platform? And to what ends will I go to create the thing, the ephemeral thing? I truly don't know. There's a lot of unknowns right now, and we have to be comfortable with the unknown of it all. Because at the end of the day, there is nothing to do but to surrender to the journey, to surrender to the path that you're walking on, and be present. Showing up is half the battle. Getting to the moment where you are practicing is half the battle. The thoughts of doubt started to creep in, and I started to ask myself, why am I doing this? What is the purpose of this? Why don't we just give up on this futile mission of ours to create something out of the ether? We have tried in the past before, we have put in energy, but to which I answered, did we? Were we consistent enough where we could see the light at the end of the tunnel, where we could see growth? Or did we sprinkle a little water in a seed that we never provided the correct environment for? We stopped tending to her and then expected it to bloom. Part of this work, I'm realizing as I'm speaking to you, is to get through my lack of discipline, my lack of commitment, my inability to take this seriously. Maybe for many reasons, right? There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of shame, there's a lot of doubt in myself. And what comes up for me as I'm doing this work, as I'm showing up to the plate and I'm editing these videos, it's very clear to me that the discipline is lacking. Do you know the level of frustration that I am currently going through, thinking about the times that I have gotten up and started to walk and began to run and then given up on this? I wish I could tell you. The frustration in myself is immense. I have a really nasty inner critic that festers when I haven't met the mark, whatever the mark is, whatever this high standard that I have set for myself. Whenever I don't meet that, whenever I don't show up to the plate every single time, I am so incredibly critical with myself. I beat myself up. I call myself names. I am always punishing myself for not achieving. It's time to let that go. It's time to let that punishing voice go. Lower it. Don't let it drive anymore. It's so difficult to do. It's easy to talk about, especially when I feel myself moving through life and its slimy hands are no longer on top of me, right? It's no longer able to hold me the way that it has before. I'm quite happy about it. It's not an easy process. You have to fail a lot. I believe that I have done that. I believe that I have shown up, I have recorded, I have edited, I have put plans together, I have gotten people to sit down in a previous podcast that I had. I have even tried to work with a collaborator. I've tried to have a parallel play buddy where I'm doing this with them. And all those moments and all of those projects that have never gone anywhere is because I just don't keep going. No matter what, regardless of the way that I look, regardless of the way that I'm feeling, I just stopped showing up because the conditions weren't perfect, because they weren't right. Something was always off, or I was always tired, or something else had to be prioritized. I just didn't show up. That's the hardest truth to admit to yourself, is that it is you who is not showing up. It is you who is weak. At the end of the day, the problem is you. I hate being the problem in my own life. I don't like the idea of being the obstacle that stops me from expanding and creating of myself something greater than what I am now. And that's not to say that we're not pretty great now, but we know that we have goals that we want to achieve. I'm not going on a capitalistic rant about goal setting, but we want to become. And in order to become, you must work at it. You must stay consistent. And if I could have a little bit of grace here for myself, I have shown up to the table time and time again without fail. Sure, I have not stayed consistent, and I have put projects up and I have taken them down because they just weren't up to my standard or I just didn't really like them. But I have continued to listen to the voice inside me that's telling me that there is worth in doing this, that this work, this art form that we're engaging in, content creation, is worthy of our time and attention, is worthy of our commitment. We'll find the purpose, we'll find our message, we'll find our voice, we'll find the image that we are going to create and present to you all. We'll polish it up and we'll make beautiful things out of it. We can create a wonderful collective and a community that we can be a part of, but it takes consistent work, consistent discipline. You see, a lot of my imaginings, a lot of my dreamings are fantastical. They don't let me see the reality of this realm that we are currently living in, because sometimes we can get stuck in the spiritual aspect of things and then never come down from the clouds. It's the truth. But there's something beautiful in working at consistency and discipline and showing up regardless of the imperfections, acknowledging that the imperfections is what makes us the beautiful storyteller that we want to be. It makes us the human that we have come here to live as. So keep showing up.
Hey, editing about here. I had to break up the video because my rant in the reflection wasn't making any sense whatsoever. So essentially, I've heard the story told many different ways and many different times in the last year specifically about someone going through the motions of creating a platform, a company, of building something and being dedicated to building that thing. And either they continue to stay committed and disciplined to the task at hand and they find success, or they stop right before the success is about to bloom. And the whole point of me sharing this with you is that you never know when chance will meet you. But it's incredibly important for you to stay committed to the path that you have chosen for yourself, because somewhere along the way, as you continue to be disciplined, it will find you and it will bring you the success that you have been working towards all this time. But you will never be able to encounter it if you give up on it. Now back to the reflection.
You must be prepared for when chance finally shows up at your door. And through your hard work and dedication, through your belief, through the doubt, you're able to create, manifest something straight from your heart. And that is the point. This is our attempt at that. Showing up to the plate, yapping, rambling probably about nothing, and dedicating ourselves to believing in who we are, what we're capable of offering the world, and just showing up, letting these skills sharpen over time so that when the time comes, when chance knocks at my door, I have so much for it to expand for me. This is my message for today. I had a wonderful day, but I will not get into my personal life, at least not now. Do me a favor, we're not doing this for free. Give us a like, leave a comment down below, share this with a friend. I'm sure someone in your circle needs to hear it. All of my social media will be linked down below. The links will also be down below. I will be happy to have you on all my platforms. Do follow me wherever you can find me, and we will talk to you tomorrow.